welcome to Spotlight on Bensenville. My name is Frank DeSimone, Village President, and your host for this episode. Today we'll be discussing the Northeast DuPage Family and Youth Services with our guest Shannon Hartnett, Executive Director of NEDFYS. Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself as well as the Northeast DuPage Family and Youth Services.
Sure. Well, I've been in the human services field for about 20 years. I'm relatively new to NEDFYS. I've been there since September. The previous executive director was there for over 20 years. So I took over the reins in September, and like I said, I've been in this field for a long time, and it's great to be with such a phenomenal community-based organization that's really serving the needs of the community residents.
Throughout your working agreements with Addison, Bensenville, and the Itasca Police Departments, what are some of the services provided to the residents?
Sure. So for those three communities, each of those villages contribute funding so that we can provide free counseling to residents of those towns. So whether it be individuals, kids, youth, families, couples counseling, we do all of that for free. We also do some follow-up with domestic violence incidents. If there's crisis situations that police officers are called out to, we can help with those. We just do a lot of follow-up if officers in the field come across a kid or a family that may be in need of some sort of, whether it's basic needs, food, shelter, they will refer them to us, and we'll kind of try to link that family with what they need.
You offer confidential counseling. How would a resident access the services, and what is involved in it?
Sure. So we get referrals from schools. We get referrals from the police department. We also have people that walk into the police department. Our main office is in the Addison Police Department, although we do have satellite offices in Bensenville and Itasca. So people walk in, ask for services. They can call our office, 630-693-7934. And ask for whatever they might need. They can go on our website, and there's a referral form there. There's a number of different ways that they can find us.
They can call you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
So our office is staffed, Monday through Friday, about 7 to 4.
Okay.
However, we do have a 24/7 crisis line that we run. That's state funded, and it's specifically for kids who are between the ages of 11 and 17 who are either have run away or are out of the control of their parents. So we get a lot of those referrals from police departments.
What is involved in your juvenile justice services?
So we have had a really great relationship with the DuPage County Probation Department for a number of years now. We have, since 2010, have run 2 cognitive behavioral groups for kids that are on probation. One is a domestic violence group. So these are kids who have have been arrested for a domestic battery offense against their parent or potentially perhaps a sibling. The group that we run is really for the kid and their parent or guardian. So we run that group. It's a 21-week intervention, and so we bring those kids and those families in to really kind of work on how to use nonviolence in the home so that it prevents that kid from being rearrested for a domestic offense. We also run a second group for kids on probation, and it's focused on trauma. We know a lot of the kids in the juvenile justice system have experienced a lot of adverse life situations. And so a lot of the reason why they're behaving the way that they are is because of the trauma that they've experienced. And so we really focus on trying to get them to cope with those everyday stressors in a more healthy way.
Are you involved with the schools at all?
We are. So, like I said, we get a lot of referrals for counseling for kids in schools. Mm-hmm. We also have a counselor that is stationed sort of at Indian Trail School in Addison. We also have another one that's stationed at another elementary school in Addison. But we certainly get a lot of referrals from schools. That's where a bulk of our work comes from. And we do a lot of group work in schools on a variety of different topics. Social and emotional learning, mental health focused, executive functioning, teaching kids how to make good decisions, things like that.
How can I get more information about the Northeast DuPage Family and Youth Services programs?
So you can go on our website. It's www.nedfys.org. We just launched that website a couple of months ago, so we're excited about that. So you can go there and find out more. You can certainly, like I said, call our office, 630-693-7934. We also have some brochures that we leave in the police departments in Addison, Bensenville, and Itasca. So that's, those are great ways to get a hold of us.
We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is conveniently located in the Redmond Recreational Complex in Bensenville. The Water's Edge is home of Fenton High School and Wahoo swim teams, featuring an indoor 8-lane lap pool and diving well. The Aquatic Center is available for private functions and parties. Learn to swim, stay in shape, or enjoy recreational swimming year-round at the Water's Edge Aquatic Center.
The Bensenville Community Library, serving a community of readers. Whether you're old or young, a lover of words, music, or computers, the library has something for you. Check out our new Kindles, toddler jams, story and movie nights, or a variety of other activities offered. For more information, call us at 630-766-4642 or check out our schedule on the web at benlib.org. The Bensenville Community Library, celebrating 50 years of library service.
Hi, and welcome back to Spotlight on Bensenville. My name is Frank DeSimone, Village President, and your host for this episode. Today we're discussing the Northeast DuPage Family and Youth Services with our guest, Shannon Hartnett, who is the Executive Director. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the youth leadership and civic engagement programs you offer.
Sure. So in January, we received a grant from the Illinois Department of Human Services, and it was really to engage youth in pro-social activities, whether it's community service in their towns where they live, or social emotional type learning things, skill building. And so we started the project again in January. We've had several different events. We've had kids participate in Park Pride Days. We've had a career fair for kids to learn about different professions. We have done a logo design contest. So we were kind of in the process of rebranding ourselves, and so we thought it would be a good idea to have kids participate in designing our new logo. And so that logo is now finished, and it's featured on our website, on our promotional materials, and so that was a great way to get kids involved. I think it was a middle school boy who actually designed it, so that was great.
Is NEDFYS involved in any special projects?
Yeah, actually, right now we're involved in a really neat project. It's a federally funded project that passes through that money through the state of Illinois. We are working with a few different partners besides the Department of Human Services. We're working with Loyola University, their Center for Criminal Justice Research, Policy, and Practice. We're working to really reform the system for girls specifically. A lot of girls come into the system, are arrested for domestic related offenses, and so we're trying to figure out how we can divert those girls into the proper programs when it's safe to do so.
Do you provide referrals for food, shelter, housing, and any more intensive substance abuse or mental health counseling?
Sure. So like I said, we do get a lot of walk-in clients.
Okay.
A lot of them ask for a referral to the food pantry, so we do facilitate that. We had a call the other day, a 17-year-old looking for some temporary housing. He wasn't able to stay with either one of his parents, and so we were kind of helping him to find a proper shelter. And then, if we come across a situation where we're providing some counseling or we do our assessment and find that either, the individual or the family or they need something more intensive that we can't necessarily provide, we'll then refer them to maybe an inpatient program or the hospital, whatever they might need.
How did NEDFYS begin and when did it all come about?
Sure. We've actually been around for a while. It started in 1976, actually, as an employee assistance program. So there were several different towns. Addison, Bensenville, Itasca were still involved then. We had Addison Township, and then we also had Wooddale at that time. It operated like that for about 20 years. And then we did a little restructuring. We renamed ourselves. It was then the Quads Community Social Services. And then in 2007, we got our nonprofit status. So, right now we're celebrating our 10 years of being a nonprofit. And at that point in 2007, we changed our name to NEDFYS as we're known today.
What are some other initiatives that you have?
We have a lot going on right now. It's hard because the state of Illinois is a major source of our funding, and so we've kind of had to reevaluate what our priorities are. And so we're really kind of focusing now on our core services, which are the free counseling. We do a lot of, like I said, group work in schools, and so we're gearing up to facilitate some new groups that we haven't done before in schools, particularly on anxiety. We have a lot of kids that come to us because they're experiencing a lot of anxiety, whether it's school related or family related, and it's affecting their behavior, it's affecting their academic performance, and so we're working on some new programs to offer to schools in the fall.
With so much funding uneasiness, so to speak, can residents volunteer or donate to the organization? If so, how can they do that?
Absolutely. So on our website, again, there's a donate button, so certainly you can go to our website and you can donate there. And we're also having our first fundraiser of this type, a golf outing on September 22nd. It's going to be at Cog Hill, which is really exciting. And so that's an opportunity for people to come out, golf on a really prestigious course, and have fun and donate to a great cause. In terms of volunteers, we can certainly use volunteers to volunteer to help us with the golf outing and other fundraising events that we have. We do a lot of community outreach in terms of having a table at different events, especially in the summer. So we would love to have volunteers come out and help us with that as well.
I love what you guys do. Kids are our number one priority. I firmly believe that. How can I get more information about the Northeast DuPage Family and Youth Services?
So again, go to our website. It's very informative. There's different forms on there. There's a volunteer form on there. So if you'd like to volunteer, you can certainly fill that out. Give us a call. Again, it's 630-693-7934. We do have our office manager speaks Spanish, so we do serve a lot of Spanish-speaking clients. We have like I said, our office manager speaks Spanish, as well as we have 2 clinicians that speak Spanish. So don't be afraid to give us a call or reach out. If there's that language barrier, we can accommodate that.
I want to personally thank you for coming on. Thank you for what you do. I don't know if you hear that enough, but thank you very, very much. Thank you so much for joining us at home, and please stay tuned for our next Spotlight on Bensenville.